Nightmare Real, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So I made pretty much three post-fight videos to the Haye versus Bellew. I made two the night of the fight, and then I made one yesterday talking about Bellew and the Haye fight. Guess it's gonna be my last one, man. But out of those three videos, I'm reading comments. Some of the comments I still haven't even approved because a lot of comments get held for review on my page. But anyways, I was reading some comments, man, and everybody keeps talking about this injury with David Haye. Now, some people are saying, now I'm hearing that he was even injured coming into the fight and he didn't want to cancel the fight even though he was injured. And I forgot which country. Somebody told me that he's been visiting for his injuries and all this injury talk, right? Now, obviously, I know if you're in a fight or you're trying to compete in any type of sports, man, American football, basketball, whatever it is, if you have an injury, especially one that disables you from being able to move and pivot and turn and all that, of course that's going to bother your performance, all right? That goes without saying, I mean. But at the same time, though, when you're boxing, there is no subs. You can't take a timeout. You can't tag nobody in. You can't go to the dressing room and get it, retaped up and then come back and, come in the fourth quarter. There is none of that. It's hit or miss on fight night. And now, let me talk about something that I went through, okay? Now, I'm no pro boxer. I'm not on the level of David Haye or Tony, so I'm not trying to compare myself in that way. But just as far as being injured, right? 2010, when I used to go to the gym and I would hit the pads and shit, man, I don't know what it is about my left hand, but my fucking left wrist, whenever I threw a hook, it literally just felt like a sharp, piercing pain. You know what I mean? Even when I hit my bag today, some of you guys see I got my bag and I do videos in front of my bag. But if I work out for about an hour plus, 50 minutes plus, somewhere in that range, I can start feeling the pain in my left wrist. Now, some of you may say, oh, you're probably not throwing your hook the right. No, I'm throwing it the right way. I'm turning into it, putting my weight into it, turning my hips, shooting from the shoulder. Like, I know how to throw the punch, but it's just I have a fucking pain and it just hurts. Now, what I'm saying is this. You're going to have nicks and knacks going into fights. So whether this was something that he had going into the fight or it happened in the 6th round or 5th round, whatever fucking round it was, he ruptured his Achilles. Nobody really cares. Nobody's going to care. You think Tony Bellew cared that he fucking hurt his fucking Achilles? You think the ref cared? You think the crowd cared? Nobody cares. That's why, like what David Haye said, there'll be no excuses. Because he knows nobody's going to give a fuck. Just like we didn't care when he tried to, take his shoe off and show us his toe. Even though his toe looked like it was in bad shape, it's like, yeah, we really don't care. It's a fight, man. Certain shit like this is going to happen. You may get a nasty cut. You may break your hand in the middle of the fight. You may rupture your Achilles in the middle of the fight. You may literally break your ankle in the middle of the fight. But it's a fight. If your body breaks down, that's your fault. It's a fight. That all goes in with it. Just like quitting goes into it. Just like, oh, I was too fatigued goes into it. My wrist broke. Hey, man. I mean, and I know this sounds cutthroat, man, and real bloodthirsty, but this is the fight game, man. It's tough. There's nothing easy about this. The fight game is a tough way to make a living, y'all. I think some of you guys forget that, and you think this is like other sports where, oh, nah, man. I mean, you get hurt, shit, you get hurt. I guess it was too bad. Again, I know that sounds fucked up, man, but this is the fight game, y'all. And I always hear this stuff from other fans, man. Oh, if he didn't gas, as if that's his opponent's fault that he gassed. That he got tired, that he's winded. Or, if he didn't break his hand, Like that's his opponent's fault that he broke his hand hitting the dude on top of his head. You know what I mean? And so you better fight through that pain or quit or something, but it ain't the other dude's fault. Fighting through pain is very tough, and David Haye showed that he can fight through pain. Obviously, you've seen him limping around, and it was his corner that threw in the towel. It seemed as if he was ready to die in there. You know what I mean? Everybody's not built like that. That's why I give him props for that, because everybody's not built like that. Some dudes would have said, "Look, man, my fucking Achilles hurt. Call the fight." You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna just, when I do get knocked down again, I'm just gonna sit there and get counted out. Boxing's not easy, y'all. It's not easy. It's not glamorous like that. It's a very tough way to make a living, getting punched in the face. You know what I mean? Not being able to eat for a week and a half, depending on what type of injury that you suffer to your mouth, whether it's a broken jaw or you cut your tongue open or anything can happen, man. You punch somebody, you're doesn't matter. And that's another thing. People, oh, well, if you were to use better technique, your hands wouldn't hurt, as if it's that fucking easy. Dude, our hands are not made to just pound on things like that, man. With, our full strength, putting so much pressure on our fucking joints and our wrists is not built for that. You train your body into that. Just my opinion. I don't know, man. I think sometimes fans come across like this shit's a video game or something. Like, we're playing fight night or something, the middle of the round, you press the button real fast and your energy goes back up. This isn't fucking video games, y'all. This isn't. So nobody cares that David Haye, and when I say that, I don't mean that in the way that I don't want to see him walk again. Okay, let's not take it overboard. What I'm talking about, in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the battle of those rounds 1 through round 12, nobody cares about your injuries. Doesn't mean I don't want you to walk again or see again. No, not that. But I'm saying whatever happens in the ring, it's a fucking fight. It's a boxing match. So if you twist your ankle, oh well. Can you fight through it? No, you quit. All right, you lost. Easy as that. There is no, well, if his ankle was better, what? Okay, if someone happened to his shoulder, we're going to say something about his shoulder. So just because he didn't get through the fight without an injury, now we need to make excuses. No, just like if Tony Bellew would have tore his Achilles, I would have been saying the same thing. Oh, well, maybe you should have stretched better. I don't know what the fuck you want me to say to you. He shouldn't have took the fight. I don't know. He, ruptured it during the fight. Tough. Just my opinion. I'm out.